Tokyo, Thailand.
Yeah, that's right. It's Thursday night here.
You know what that means?
I sure do.
Yeah, welcome to the Temple of Music.
Yeah, we're going to be playing some music here tonight, too.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be playing the heck out of it.
We've suffered a couple losses since the last program.
Yeah, we had that huge one-man or one-person band show that we've been working on for months.
We sure did.
We had that in the box, ready to unleash it tonight, but then we're, of course, devastated by the passing of...
not only Rick Ocasek, but of the Cars, but also Eddie Money.
Yeah, two of your faves.
Two of my faves.
Gutted. And with us no more, except in their incredible recordings, which will live on and endure.
Yeah.
So we'll be listening to some of those tonight, amongst a whole bunch more incredible music, which you are welcome to contribute to if you wish. You can add your own requests, dedications, devotions.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
All that stuff and more.
Yeah, and more. 053-276-793. That is the number you can call to get involved, or you can find us on Facebook.
Yeah. And we encourage you to do so. Like the page while you're there, or check us out on YouTube, find our live stream, and you can watch us as well as listen.
I recommend doing it all at once.
I do.
So
I
a
do
radio, a computer, or a phone screen.
Yeah, I put all three out. And you know what's terrific is there's a slight delay on each one.
It's really
but
weird.
It's not the same delay.
I know, I like
and
that.
It just makes everything more cavernous and exciting.
It's like living in a David Lynch film.
It is.
It's amazing. So there you have it. You know how to find us.
Yeah.
You've found us already.
You found us already.
You're
so
tuned in.
Yeah.
So let's unleash some of this incredible music we got lined up tonight.
We got some Madonna, some Paula Abdul. Let's start things off with a little Vogue.
Why not?
Why not?
And strap yourselves in because we will be back.
Baby, seems we never ever agree. You like the movies and I like TV.
I take things serious and you take them light.
I go to bed early.
And I party all night.
Our friends are saying,
We ain't gonna last.
'cause I move slowly.
And baby, I'm fast.
I like it quiet,
And I love to shout.
but when we get together,
It just all works out.
I take 2 steps forward.
Take 2 steps back.
We come together, 'cause
Opposites attracting.
you know it ain't fiction.
The natural fact.
We come together, 'cause opposites attract. Who'd have thought?
We could be lovers. She makes the bed.
And he steals the covers,
She likes it neat.
and he makes a mess. I take it easy,
Baby, I get upset. She's got the money.
and he's always broke. I don't like cigarettes.
I like to smoke.
Our things in common,
There just ain't one.
but when we get together,
We have nothing but fun.
I take 2 steps forward.
Take 2 steps back.
We come together, 'cause
Opposites attracting.
you know it ain't fiction.
The natural fact.
We come together, 'cause opposites attract.
You know it,
Baby,
baby.
we come together. Baby, ain't it something how it lasted this long?
You and me proving everyone wrong.
I don't think we'll ever get our differences patched.
Don't really matter 'cause we're perfectly matched.
I take 2 steps forward.
Take 2 steps back.
We come together, 'cause opposites attracting. You know it ain't fiction.
The natural fact.
We come together, 'cause opposites attract.
2 steps forward. 2 steps back.
2 steps back.
We come together 'cause opposites attract. It ain't fiction. You know it's the fact.
So bad.
We come together 'cause opposites to opposites. 2 steps forward.
2 steps back.
2 steps back.
Opposites attract.
We go together.
Go together.
'Cause opposites attract. 2 steps forward.
2 steps back.
2 steps back.
Opposites attract.
You've been listening to Relax Time Radio on Radio Thailand Chiang Mai.
Watch our live stream on YouTube and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Yeah, welcome back. There was Paula Abdul. I remember when that one came out.
Yeah, did you I mean at the time I think she wasn't cool when I was how old say 14 years old.
Yeah, whatever that
you know,
was that we
yeah,
were.
Yeah.
It was not
But in hindsight
not too shabby.
not too shabby at all actually. Yeah.
Well, we didn't know where it was going. You know, we thought, at the time, Paula seemed to be.
Unstoppable.
Well, remember, she was like a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader or something turned pop star. She was only like 5'4".
Yeah, but you couldn't tell next to those animated characters.
Right, exactly.
She was a giant of pop.
yeah,
in
she
what,
still towered over the Tasmanian Devil.
88, 89. It was 89, released towards the end of 89 and dominated all through 1990.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, so I would have been, 14, probably, maybe possibly 15 years old.
Yeah. And definitely not signing up for that. It was like, you'd switch on video hits and there'd be Paula Abdul again.
Yeah, well, there would be time to get
know-
up and make a sandwich or something.
Yeah. Put on that.
Wait for Skid Row to come back on.
Yeah, put on that Megadeth cassette. Yeah, all that stuff.
But God bless her. She's aged well. I mean, her musically speaking.
Yeah, she's definitely
She's
done
still
that.
out there.
She's definitely
She's still
done
out
that.
there.
Hey, speaking of out there,
Yeah,
we got a little bit of future retro
we do have.
in the
I
pipeline.
saw that.
Yeah, and it's going to be a triple play, no less, because there is so much good stuff happening in the future
Yeah,
that we've got it now.
I like it. I like it. I think there's a lot. There's a lot more good music out there right now than there was 5 years ago. Says I.
Yeah, well,
I'm hearing a lot of new stuff that I can't help but think, holy smokes.
are you into this metronomy character
I don't know
with
yet.
wedding bells that we're going to kick off with?
I'm a bit of a metronomist
Yeah,
myself.
well, you know, he's a pretty cool guy. It's one of these, summer English kind of summer songs.
Yeah,
If you know what I'm talking about.
I do. Yeah.
And we've got a little bit of Foals
Okay.
sandwiched in between there. And these are the kind of, they're that sort of, another one of these British bands that just wins the Mercury Music Prize every time they release some sort of album. It's kind of like a British Grammys kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the one.
I know you're into that. I know you know
I'm into all that stuff.
all the good things.
All the good stuff.
So we got that coming up. And other things too, I believe. After Falls.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we do have. You know what we've got? I mean, was that a question?
No, it was just
Oh.
a kind of allegation, really.
Jack Peñate?
Oh yeah, the Peñate. I knew, I'd forgotten.
Yeah.
Of course, Prayer.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, another wild kind of northern summer hit, late northern summer hit.
Yeah.
So we're going to be cranking that. A bit of Peñate, a bit of Falls, a bit of Metronomy.
Yeah. Well, on that note, I move that we just start playing this music.
I think I second your your motion. And we just had a bit of a message from Karen in Wisconsin.
we?
I asked her, obviously after the most, it's like the elephant in the room, I said, I hope you like Paula Abdul.
Yeah, and we know what she said.
And her reply was, yeah. And Vogue by Madonna is one of my favorite
Yeah.
tracks.
That's
Also from 1990.
that was huge.
Yeah, I mean,
that was huge.
that was pretty much peak Madonna, I'd have to say, like
Yeah.
before the decline.
Well, I might have to disagree with you there because she came out with
Ray of Light.
no. Before that, what was it? Erotica.
Oh yeah, Erotica. Was
Justify My Love?
92. I
Remember
guess.
that
yeah,
one?
yeah. I mean, that's pretty much.
Yeah, I think that for me that's her pinnacle.
Okay, this is pre-peak.
Yeah.
This is the penultimate.
This is yeah.
The penultimate.
This is she was moving into that territory that for me would be the pinnacle of her work.
Yeah, I have to agree. Actually, I was.
I just recently saw that that's one of the 50 most valuable bits of vinyl in
Erotica. Yeah, well,
which I
mean,
used to have.
The accompanying book as well is worth a fortune. The real one,
the silver covered
the,
one.
limited edition.
Yeah.
One.
That's worth a lot too?
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Huge. We should check out the stats on that. Get back with
On the
some
record?
facts and figures on the value of those, in case any of our
Okay.
listeners out there
Okay. Yeah, I'm
are using it as a drink coaster or something like that. You know,
I
we
know
should
exactly
do
where to find it.
a
Maybe we
community.
can run down a few of the other top 50 as well,
Let's do
together
it.
with their estimated values currently.
Let's do it, because I know you're sitting on a gold mine back in that.
I could have been.
that flat of
I
yours.
could have been.
All right,
Okay.
so let's jump into some of
Yeah.
this.
Metronomy.
Yeah, nothing like a bit of metronomy. This is Wedding Bells,
It sure is.
not mine.
Yeah. Well,
Here it is. Strap yourself
Strap
in
yourself
and
in.
enjoy the ride.
stay with us.
Yeah, I hear wedding bells, but then I feel for your best friend. I'm my best friend. Yeah, I hear wedding bells, but they're not for me. They're for my best friend. I'm your best friend.
got lost, trying to be what I'm not. I thought it'd bring me peace. Devil is a thief. I got caught, trying to be a boss. I felt hate, didn't recognize my face. See what you see when you come forward. You are who you are on your downfall. All these lives we've been, only freedom when you leave. I need a little prayer, I need a little prayer now. I need a little prayer, I need a little prayer now. I need a little prayer, I need a little prayer. We take sides, although there's nowhere left to hide. Think we know who we are by the counting of our scars. See myself and I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, got to change. I see myself and I know, I know, I know, I know. I need a little prayer, I need a little prayer now. I need a little prayer, I need a little prayer now. I need a little prayer, I need a little prayer. Just realizing I've been alive through everything I've been. Why do you lie to me? Why do you lie to me? Why do you hide from me? When I need a little prayer, I need a little prayer now. I need a little prayer, I need a little prayer now. I need a little prayer, need a little prayer, I need a little prayer. Ooh, ooh.
You've been listening to Relax Time Radio on Radio Thailand Chiang Mai.
Watch our live stream on YouTube and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
You heard the man.
Yeah, you sure did.
Yeah. Subscribe, listen.
Yeah.
Do it all.
Do it all now.
Or send us a request like Karen has done. Karen in Wisconsin, one of our favorite and very informed selector of music.
Yeah.
She's a great selector. She's hit us up with one of her choices early morning over there in the States.
Yeah, that's right.
And we'll be playing that momentarily.
We will.
So there was a whole bunch of future retro music. What did you think, Russell?
I like that Peñate track.
The third
The
one.
third
we
and
heard.
final.
It was
one.
pretty cool.
I like that the most. Of the three,
Yeah,
I thought they got progressively better.
I think you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. You called it.
I called it again.
Nailed it.
Yeah, I do that.
So there you have it. We had a little bit of Jack Peñate,
Yeah.
Falls, and Metronomy. The best in future retro. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Before it even happened. 93.25 FM Radio Thailand. Relax Time Radio.
That's right. Hey, you know what I was just looking at?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you don't. Well, you could know
Well,
if
I
you
could
just,
if I. Yeah, I was
you just
paying.
paid a little more attention to it.
Well, you know. I'd like to keep it fresh.
Yeah, fair enough.
Tell me.
The 50 most valuable vinyl records in the world currently.
Is one of them Lil Nas X and Billy
No,
Ray
not
Cyrus?
yet. You got to wait a little while for that. That's more future retro.
Uh-huh.
But ranking at number 35, the 35th most valuable vinyl record in the world, Madonna's Erotica, weighing in at $4,425 US.
Whoa.
Can you believe that? I mean, I bought it. My friends laughed at me. I said, I don't care. I like it. And, you know, when
I don't care what you think.
when I finally ended up giving my records away, that was one that I didn't really.
Want to?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't hard to let go of.
Oh, at the
actually.
time.
Yeah, I thought, well, you know,
I thought it had some good
Yes.
tracks.
it did, but
Deeper and deeper.
but you know, it did. I didn't have that attachment
At the
to
time.
to that record per se. I would have just as soon have had it on compact disc or cassette.
I know you like to rock the
So how about
cassettes.
that? I thought we'd look at a few of these other
What else have we
maybe the
got
top
there?
5. Number 5. We've
Is it
got
something good?
Dark, with Dark around the edges. I don't even know this. I don't know
I have
what,
no
and I
idea
don't
who
know
that
what
is.
year that came out, but I assume it's some time ago at nearly $18,000. Number 4, Daryl Banks, Open the Door to Your Heart. Our Love is in the Pocket.
He's actually worth more than most of the Beatles, Presley, and the Stones. Who is
yeah,
this guy?
Daryl Banks. You know, we should devote a whole show to this.
Who is Daryl Banks?
We should just go through this whole list of, well, at least the top 20.
The heavy
Well,
hitters.
this is clearly a 45 single. Yeah,
Right,
because it's
right.
got one song on each side here. And number 3, Frank Wilson, Do I Love You? Indeed I Do.
Who is Frank Wilson?
Couldn't tell you, but that, if you got that record in your collection, you got more than $44,000 in value currently. Number 2, the Beatles, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Of course, this would be the original British pressing of the record, I'm sure. We all think we're sitting on a gold mine
And then you
with
go
our
and look it
Beatles
up.
records, and just so you know, each record that you own does have a number on it,
Yeah.
on the center label, or sometimes even engraved into the vinyl itself.
Yeah, they used to scratch it in,
Right,
right?
it's-
With like an engraving thing.
Right, and if you search that number, it will easily come up. It's all been cataloged online, and you can find roughly how much your records are worth simply by doing that. Just go and do a simple Google search.
Who
and,
catalogued all those old record numbers? some dork
somebody,
like you, yeah.
Somebody's done it. Number 1 most valued record in the world, The Quarrymen. That'll Be the Day, and In Spite of All Danger on the flip side at $354,000 US
Hey, look, I
dollars.
spotted Olivia Newton-John getting into the top 20 there with Xanadu.
Is that right?
Almost $9,000
Really?
at number 17.
Number 17, there it is. Yeah, Xanadu. Also, if you've got the 45 single for Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody
Mm-hmm.
with I'm in Love with My Car on the flip side, that's worth nearly $8,000.
I'm going to go and hit the crates as soon as I get home
Yeah, it
tonight.
wouldn't be a bad idea. You know, there's
I need
there's
a
a
little
lot
bit
of
of
stuff
noodle
out
money.
there. I mean, Nirvana's on this list. You know, these don't have to be old records
Yeah.
per se, but just well sought after records. Prince's The Black Album, I don't even know when that came out.
Yeah, I didn't even know he did a Black Album. I thought that was Metallica.
I guess that's why it's worth so darn much. Led Zeppelin's first album, worth over $5,000 now if you've got that, and yeah, all this stuff. I have a lot of fun looking over these lists.
Yeah,
And,
and tearing your hair out at all the albums you gave away.
Yeah,
over the
I had
years.
half of these. But yeah, I don't know. I just find these attractive. You know, people are sitting on a gold mine. You know, and you might just hit the yard sale or the flea market, and
This type of stuff is actually the kind of vinyl record that you could see cropping up in some sort of secondhand weird antique shop here in
yeah,
Chiang Mai.
exactly.
You know what I
Could-
mean?
it
Like
could very
from
well be.
guys that really were into it
Yeah.
back in the day, or they picked it up during Vietnam or whatever. Like, you know, and they've
Or, you know, just something landed over here in some radio station,
Yeah.
such as this one.
Yeah,
In fact,
oh, yeah.
while we're away,
We got to get down the
Let's
vaults.
get down in the vaults and see if we've got a
Yeah.
piper at the gates of dawn down there.
Hey, speaking of such excellence, we got to get into this Cars triple play.
Oh yeah, little Gary Newman.
Do you know? Yeah, and the late Rick, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Not that.
Oh,
Cars.
those Cars.
Yeah, I know you're always. You know, he passed away in his sleep. Rick
Did he?
Ocasek.
It was a heart condition, was it not?
He was recovering from an undisclosed medical, like sort of a light surgery, something like
is
that.
that right? See, I
He
heard
was at home.
regardless that it was quite sudden and
Well,
unexpected.
sudden and unexpected, but like they weren't expecting him to die in his sleep, I
Yeah.
guess, and therefore it's a valid kind of statement.
Yeah.
But the Cars, you know, Rick, you how do you say his surname?
Ocasek.
Ocasek. Interesting.
Ocasek.
He was already pretty old by the time they made it.
Yeah, well,
This is-
he certainly looked it.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch the clips, not so much on Drive, because Drive he actually looks.
But by the time
pretty
Magic
cool.
came out,
When they did Magic and the other one,
Shake It Up.
Shake It Up, you know, he looks like, you know, the sort of dude you wouldn't invite to your, like, I don't know, he just didn't
He looked-
actually look that cool.
what he looked like like the oldest dude at the party.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you'd sort of you'd sort of chat to him, and he'd remember he would have been through 2 waves of trends before. Like he was
exactly.
in a band that did whatever, like prog rock
Yeah.
covers or something, and you know.
And he would have met this or that person that you didn't even realize was still alive.
yeah,
Or maybe they're
he
not.
hung out with Mark Bolan or
Right,
something weird.
yeah. He
sort
met
of thing
Jimmy
like that.
Page on a public bus one day. Well, you know, that's one thing I've learned over the years is you got to talk to older people and you got to talk to younger people. You know, I mean, significantly older and significantly younger, because that's how you learn about all the coolest stuff, you know?
Yeah,
cool things
definitely.
going by and cool things in the present moment that you just didn't know about. Like how to use your phone.
So no one would have talked to Rick for about 20-year period there, because he was in that grey world. He wasn't young and cool, and he wasn't old and cool. He was just somehow that dude that, you know, like
Yeah.
I'm being a bit facetious, but it's kind of funny because I remember even at the time, even I was a kid, I guess, looking at the Cars, and you sort of thought, who are these old guys? But hey, that song's got a real hook
Yeah,
to
not
it.
bad for some old guys.
Some old guys. Because I think with Drive, and that was on their penultimate album, I believe, Heartbeat City, which was in '84. So it was kind of the peak. You know, they got Video of the Year for, you might think, at the MTV Music Awards because they got a very kooky clip, and they were always telling kooky stories, and they'd have like a beautiful model in it, and something
And then
quirky
Rick
would
Ocasek
happen.
there with
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
in a suit.
Yeah, being that old guy who somehow was there again. But that was I think their second last album before they called it quits. So they broke big. You know, they'd already had critical success in the late 70s with their initial album and Candy-O, the second album.
Yeah.
People really dug that, but they never really got as massive until 84, 85-ish. Anyway. And possibly a lot of that was attributable to the Live Aid gig, as you would know, Russell.
Yeah,
Where
I
they,
would know.
where they played at the 1985 Live Aid concert at Wembley in London. They used a video of the Ethiopian famine with the background music was Drive by the Cars, and Bowie introduced it, and it was massive, and it just kind of blew up hugely. So that informed a lot of the popularity for that song.
I like that.
Yeah. So anyway, the late and great Rick Ocasek.
Yeah, here he is. We're going to start with Drive, one of my personal faves when it comes to the Cars.
Oh yeah, it's
From 1984's Heartbeat City.
That's the city I'm living in.
I'll say.
And yeah, we're going to follow that up with a couple more tracks off
We are.
off the same album.
We are. If you like the Cars, or even if you don't, give us a call and tell us about it.
Yeah, 053-276-793. That is the number to call.
Yeah. Or find us on Facebook. PM us with your requests, dedications, and feedback. And don't forget to like the page while you're there, and we'll be back.
Who's gonna tell you when it's too late? Who's gonna tell you things aren't so great? You can't go on thinking nothing's wrong. What who's gonna drive you home tonight? Who's gonna pick you up when you fall? Who's gonna hang it up when you call? Who's gonna pay attention to your dreams? Yeah, who's gonna plug their ears when you scream? You can't go on thinking nothing's wrong. Who's gonna drive you home tonight? Who's gonna hold it down when you shake? Who's gonna come around when you break? You can't go on thinking nothing's wrong. Who's gonna drive you home tonight? Oh, you know you can't go on thinking nothing's wrong. Who's gonna drive you home tonight?
Summer, summer, summer. It's like a merry-go-round. I see you under the midnight, all shackles and bows. High shoes with the cleats clicking, a temperamental glow. Well, don't you let me go. Oh, gotta hold on you, gotta hold on you, I gotta hold on you tonight. Oh, gotta hold on you, gotta hold on you, gotta hold on you. That's right. Oh, it's magic when I'm with you. It's magic. Oh, it's magic. Just a little magic. You know it's true. Gotta hold on you. Oh, twisted on your sideways down. I know you're getting twisted, and you can't calm down. I see you under the midnight, love darts in your eyes. How far can you take it till you realize there's magic in your eyes? I gotta hold on you, gotta hold on you, gotta hold on you tonight. Gotta hold on you, gotta hold on you, gotta hold on you. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's magic. Oh, when I'm with you. It's magic. Oh, it's magic. Just a little bit of magic pulls me through. I gotta hold on you. You might think I'm crazy, hang around with you. Maybe I think I'm lucky, that's something to do. But I think that you're wild, a Siamese child. You might think I'm foolish, maybe it's untrue. You might think I'm crazy. All I want is you. You might think it's hysterical, but I know when you're weak. You think you're in the movies, everything's so deep. But I think that you're wild when you flash that fragile smile. You might think it's foolish what you put me through. You might think I'm crazy. All I want is you. And it was hard, so hard to take. extreme. But you kept it going till the sun fell down. You kept it going. Well, you might think I'm delirious the way I run you down. But somewhere, sometimes, when you're curious, I'll be back around. Oh, I think that you're wild and somehow uniquely styled. You might think it's foolish, this chance rendezvous. You might think I'm crazy. All I want is you. All I want is you. All I want is you.
You've been listening to Relax Time Radio on Radio Thailand Chiang Mai.
Watch our live stream on YouTube, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Yeah, the Cars.
In memoriam for the late Rick Ocasek,
Yeah,
who passed away earlier this week, aged, I believe, 75.
75. Yeah,
Whoa,
yeah. How about that?
that's intense.
That is intense.
Yeah, so we had Drive, Magic, and You Might Think from Heartbreak City, 1984. Huge smash album for them, riding on the crest of MTV,
That's right.
taking out video of the year.
And let's face it, they had great videos.
They did have it
Unquestionably.
at that time.
At that time.
the earlier.
I still
stuff.
like them.
Yeah, I mean, I like them too. I like
Yeah,
quirky storytelling.
yeah.
Acted out. I need to know, and you need to show me in the clip what it's about.
What did you think of that Dire Straits video for Money for Nothing?
And your chicks
Remember
for free.
with the computer animation that seemed like really far out.
Cutting edge, and
It
it
was
was
really cutting edge in
I saw some
1985.
guys in costumes that went to some sort of music
costume
festival
balls.
or whatever.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
and they were the Sting and the Mark Knopfler
Oh, that's
character. They were really good.
Remember that time we went as Mario and Luigi
Yeah,
to the
that
the
was
thing?
hilarious.
Yeah,
And that other time we
Robot
went as
games.
Mario and Donkey Kong.
right. Yeah, that was funny.
That was weird.
That was a good time. I still have that mustache.
I know. Most nights of the week.
Yeah. You know what's funny about tonight's program
What's that?
is we're 2/3 of the way through it already.
What?
I know.
Get out of
And
here.
we haven't even touched on not only Karen's request, which
Oh.
is sitting in the box,
Oh,
but Eddie Money.
Eddie Money. Now, who was this guy? Like, because everyone's talking about Eddie
Everyone's
Money.
Eddie this, Eddie that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Eddie Money. You know the thing about Eddie Money that a lot of people don't know.
is. I know something about him. He was kind of like a working class, husky voiced
yeah,
rocker, right?
His actual name, Edward Mahoney.
Oh, that's a
Right?
giveaway. That's a
Right?
giveaway.
And, yeah, see, that's one of the things that people don't know about Eddie, is that.
He's from New York, right? Brooklyn, specifically.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so. He had several top 40 hits, including Baby Hold On and 2 Tickets to Paradise, and of course, Take Me Home Tonight, which we're going to be hearing, one of my personal faves.
Yeah. I think it's his best track. It was nominated for a Grammy, I think, in 1987.
That's right, Best Male Rock Vocal Performance.
Which was kind of like a decade on, but this is a guy who had been a street singer since age 11, so he was a bit of a scoundrel. He got kicked out of high school for forging his own report card.
Was that right?
What a guy.
Nice.
Yeah, and hilariously, he was the son of a police officer, so you can imagine
And the
how-
brother of a
it's
police
like
officer.
It's like a cliche.
Well, he
you know?
tried to become an officer of the law himself, but they wouldn't allow him to grow his hair out.
Oh, well, there you
He
go.
had to have
Deal
that Eddie
That
Money
was a
hair.
deal breaker.
That's how he felt. Eddie had, over the years, including this one, Eddie's had countless records here.
Oh, yeah.
His current album, not charting, but
Doesn't matter.
released just 2 months ago,
Yeah.
3 months ago.
What did you think of it when you listened to it in depth earlier this week?
Brand New Day?
Yeah.
I gotta say that with songs like "The Way That We Roll," "Dancing in the Moonlight,"
And the title track, Brand New Day, the lead single.
not bad, not
Yeah,
bad. "Shake That Thing," it reached me on another level.
Yeah,
There,
well, but
it's a new level of.
but it's no Take Me Home Tonight. It didn't reach those glorious heights.
It didn't. Maybe we'll go out with a little Eddie Money, but I thought that it would be nice if we touched on Karen's request.
Yeah, I think that
first
would be
of all,
great to honor that.
and get on to a little Eddie Money.
A little bit of Eddie time after that.
Yeah.
Let's
Do
do
we
that
have any
then.
of his current latest stuff
No,
in the?
I mean,
Okay.
apart from your collection,
Maybe after the weather report we can
do a
can get
deep
into-
dive into the
do-
world of Eddie Money.
exactly. And see what he's been up to.
Yeah, what currency he's trading in?
Yeah, we'll see.
Musical excellence.
Well, let's jump in this. We got the Escape Club,
Oh yeah,
Wild Wild West. Great track here.
love this track.
Another classic video, which was kind of something like In Excess meets
CNC Music
meets
Factory.
CNC Music Factory in terms of the cinematography, the
yeah.
concept. Pretty far out stuff.
I love that. It's the best era of pop film clips. Thank you, Karen.
Definitely, thank you, Karen. We're happy to play this one for you and for ourselves and everyone else listening.
You bet. So as usual,
Still a little time for requests, dedications, and thoughts on Eddie Money, Rick Ocasek, Escape Club, CNC Music Factory, or anything else.
Paula Abdul, for example.
Abdul.
053-276-793, or find us on Facebook.
Or find us on Facebook. We'll be back.
Living in a back street, north, east, west, south, all in the same house. Sitting in a back room, waiting for the big boom. I'm in a bedroom, waiting for my baby. She's so mean, I don't care. I love her eyes and her wild, wild hair. Dance to the beat that we like best. Heading for the 90s, living in the wild, wild west. Wild, wild west. Amanda's in the back room, handing out value sheriffs on the airwaves, talking to the DJs. 47 heartbeats, beating like a drum. Gotta live it up, live it up. Ronnie's got a new gun. She's so mean, I don't care. I love her eyes and her wild, wild hair. Dance to the beat that we like best. Heading for the 90s, living in the wild, wild west. The wild, wild west. Put your flags in the air and march them up and down. You can live it up all over the town. And turn to the left, turn to the right. I don't care as long as she comes tonight. She's so mean, but I don't care. I love her eyes and her wild, wild hair. Dance to the beat that we like best. Heading for the 90s, living in the wild, wild west. The wild, wild west. The wild, wild west. Wild west. Oh, wild west. Rico
this, cause some people them a keep waiting for. This one's called the Outlaw. Say about me, ride the rhythm like no riding a bike. You know me, murder me chatter when me chatter no mic. Show this artist to keep them rocking till a broad daylight. I hear come this escape rope to rock it, so I say.
Screaming in the back room, waiting for the big bun. Give me Wild West, give me safe sex, give me love, give me time to live it up. She's so mean, but I don't care. I love her eyes and her wild hair. Dance to the beat that we like best. Heading for the 90s, living in the Wild West. The Wild West. Wild West. Oh, Wild West.
Be
living beyond, living beyond, living beyond, living beyond. I put the gun up to my head, I pull my trigger finger tight, I spin the wheel and bang on red. I'll be the stranger dressed in white, I'll kiss the world goodnight. Living beyond, living beyond, living beyond, living beyond. Kick you through the air while it breaks, shake you to your very soul. You got to fight the neon lights, and you will feel the power grow. Just see me grow, like living beyond, living beyond, living beyond, living beyond.
You've been listening to Relax Time Radio on Radio Thailand Chiang Mai.
Watch our live stream on YouTube and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Yeah, and welcome back. How about that?
Hey, what was that
Little
third track? we
Planning
heard?
by numbers.
Now, planning by numbers. Who are they?
They are they're kind of one of the antecedents of the Escape Club.
Oh, right. And
Same front man a few years earlier.
oh,
That's
he-
1982 right there.
that was the same
Apparently,
vocalist?
yeah, but doing a
Wow.
doing a sort of
like
you know, new wavy.
Yeah, very new wave versus the indescribable excellence of the Escape Club. We were just
Yeah.
talking about their whole look. If their huge hit, Wild Wild West, off the album of the same name, they had a great, very dynamic clip, which, like we said, it was a bit like In Excess crossed with CNC Music Factory,
Yeah.
but it kind of, even bands like The Cult with that kind of gypsy
They found
gothic rocker thing.
They found their way into the
dangly earrings and the bandanas.
yeah. You know, there was just there seemed to be some kind of universal consciousness at work there around that time, because you know you can even see elements of that in Paul Simon's music videos and those of, say, Fleetwood Mac, who
Yeah.
also had
That
a big album out at the time.
with the big sound and the,
with a big
the,
sound
the
and-
brass. So
Had all that stuff going on.
whereas Eddie Money,
Wow.
he took it to the next level.
He did, by even pretending to play the alto saxophone in his
That
own
was
video.
the clip. If you have not seen it, jump
worth a
on
look.
jump online and have a look.
There's a little bit of flash dance going on in there somehow
Yeah,
too,
which
but
with him doing that is sort of disturbing, but it's
it
better
was
with
kind of
his-
in reverse, you know, like a Chinese book.
great stuff. Really
Great stuff.
indescribably
Yeah.
awesome.
If you haven't looked,
Check it out.
yeah, don't deprive yourself of it any longer. Have a look at Eddie Money's music clip. Take Me Home Tonight. That was a great tune, and we kicked the whole thing off with none other than the Escape Club.
Yeah.
By request for Karen. Thank you, Karen.
Karen was enraptured. She's sending me messages telling me all about it, which is a good thing. That's
Sure
what we
is.
want.
It sure is. And we're going to hear a little bit more Eddie Money.
Later in the show, or now?
Yeah, well, yeah, pretty much.
I think, I mean, really, we got some other great music in the box too.
No,
I mean,
no,
we don't want to overload
we don't
with
have
Eddie.
any. We don't have anything.
We got the Martika, we got
Oh, that's
the
right, we
Eric
do,
B and
yeah, yeah.
Rakim.
that's right.
You know, some good things,
Yeah.
and Eddie Money.
And more Eddie Money. Are we sure we've got all that stuff?
Oh yeah, we've got it all.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah, just waiting for you to catch up, buddy.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna. Let's get two in a row, and come back with that weather report.
Oh,
we got the Eric B and Rakim.
Yeah, yeah.
We've got the Martika.
Are you axing the Richard Marx?
Well, I wasn't gonna mention
Man,
it.
I
but,
put that in specifically for you.
Yeah, we've done that one before. Not-
really?
Well,
Maybe 4 years ago.
whenever.
Come on, man.
We've done the Martika before. I can deal with Martika.
Look,
but sorry,
so you're saying
gotta-
if a
we gotta-
song's been played before, it's precluded from inclusion in our
no,
playlist?
only if I hate it.
Oh, well, Richard Marx, there's always next time.
They always play that one at the Mugatot behind my place as well. If I'm at home in the evening, I'm gonna hear it anyway.
Oh, well,
I
yeah.
don't want, I'm missing
See,
it tonight by not being there
We're on the same wavelength,
as
bro.
the Mugatot. Yeah, great.
Excellent. So let's jump into some of this Eric B. and Rakim.
I'm into that.
Yeah, well into that. Let's let the rhythm hit him.
Let's do that, and when we come back, we're gonna let that weather report hit you
Yeah,
too.
stick around for that.
Stick around for that.
Let the rhythm hit 'em. On the arsenal, I got artillery, lyrics and ammo, rounds of rhythm, then I'ma give 'em piano. Bring a bulletproof vest, I'm ready to ricochet. Ready aim at the brain and with the trigger say tempos trifle, felt like a rifle. Massage and melodies might go right through simultaneously like a Uzi, nothing can bruise me. Lyrics let up when ladies say don't lose me, so reload quickly and you better hit me. While I'm letting this feet get with me. The step of the 007, better make it snappy. No time to do your hair, baby. Brothers is busting at me, bass and bullets pass me, not on target. They want the hard hit, but watch the guard get. Bring up the tongue with the trigger, cause I'm real fast. Let on some rhythm at 'em, let 'em feel the blast. Penetrated a crazy rate, this ain't 38. Hit 'em at point blank range and watch 'em radiate. Running out of ammunition, I'm done with 'em. You ask me how I did 'em, I let the rhythm hit 'em. I'm pushing power that's punishing, prepare to be a prisoner. The hitman is the brother with charisma. Showing that I have powerful paragraphs. Followers become leaders, but without a path, you're mentally paralyzed. Crippled your third eye, blind the blurred, then at a curve that you heard. I reduce the friction, with crucifixion. Let loose the mixing, boost the pitch, then Eric hit him with some of that. Cut like a lumberjack, and me get hit back. It won't be none of that, I'm untouchable. You see me in 3D when I let the rhythm hit another MC. Lyrics made a lead into your head, then eruption of a mass production is spread when music is louder, full of gunpowder. Microphone machinery when I see a crowd of party people bumping their fists like this. You're hiding the back thinking that I might miss, but the art is accurate. Plus I packed it with educated punchlines that I have to hit whatever I aim at. I line them up. Your body is where you feel a pain at. Time is up. You've been hit with something different, isn't it? Rockin' is gonna radiate. Nothing's equivalent. Nothing can harm me. Why try to bomb me? You couldn't walk around with Rob with an army. You get wrecked by the architects, so respect them. I disconnect them soon as I inject them with radiation. Put him by the basement. Bust his chest open, bash his face and let it split him. Since he brought his main man with him, he asked me how I did him. I let the rhythm hit him. Let it hit him. Dance floor is dangerous, packed in like a briefcase. Rhythm for real rough rhyme beats with deep bass. Girls with tight pants, maybe they might dance tonight. If the odds on the mic, it's a slight chance. The crowd is crucial. MC's grounds are neutral. Now that you're here, let me introduce you. Get ready. I'm hard to read like graffiti, but steady. Signs I drop is real heavy. Radiant energy, that'll be the penalty. Just the third rail on the pain, the remedy. The prescription's one every hour. Now it's a habit. It need another hit from the freestyle fanatic. Attention, follow directions real close. Keep out of reach of children. Beware of overdose. pills, too many milligrams. The one made an illa jam. My rhymes is the rhythm, my thoughts a killer man. Ideas full of air to fear, might split him. He'll never forget him, he'll rest in peace with him. At least when he left, he'll know what hit him. The last breath of the words of death was the rhythm. In the air and yo go, rock him or do the rest of this slow. If I speed, they know they'll blow the hell up. If I slow the catch up, hell no, wicked as I kicked it. No need to remix it, cause I prefixed it. Reverse the switch to perform the perfection. Section for section, rhymes keep connecting. You guessing what's next? Then blood pressure rises, you damn near lost it. Hit the ground burning and woke up frostbit. Cause when I explain, you can't complain but pain. Travel through the brain, hit a vein, then remain, let it radiate. Vibe to vibrate. Why did you violate? Now I'ma have to let the style break. Bones, now the tone is ingrown. After this gets thrown, give me another microphone before I get that feet out neck. Whisper, I wanna reach her intellect. Kiss her, cause I wanna give her the most respect. So I shine and let my light reflect. Hold her, mold her, make her feel older. Lay her on my shoulder, everything I told her makes her feel secure whenever I'm with her. And you know how I did her, me and the rhythm hitter.
You've been listening to Relax Time Radio on Radio Thailand Chiang Mai.
Watch our live stream on YouTube and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Yeah, welcome back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was great, Martika.
Yeah, pretty good.
Come on.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
And before that, even better, Eric B. and Rakim.
Yeah, even better. I like that.
All good things.
You know what else I like? I like this weather. 25 degrees, partly cloudy. That's what
That's
I like.
it?
That's what I like. Yeah, that's the
that's-
current weather. That's the weather outside.
That's profound.
That's the weather outside. Looking at, earlier today we got up to 33 degrees. Did you know that? With an occasional morning rain.
I think it was hotter than 33.
Well, the real feel was 38. Felt like 38.
Definitely.
Yesterday it was at 40. I clocked it.
I rode past a temperature thing on the highway near one of the big shopping centers. 42.5.
42.5. It was 40 when I checked it out, and it felt like 45.
Yeah.
It was sweltering,
Yeah.
if you will.
I will.
We're looking at low temperatures tonight, not getting much cooler, going down to about 23 degrees. Thunderstorm in spots late, and tomorrow we're looking at an AM thunderstorm in spots. Highs, they say, of 32 degrees.
So they say.
So they say. All that remains to be seen. What doesn't remain to be seen is that
More Eddie Money?
no, we're running out of time here, and we've got literally just minutes left to go, and I just wanted to point out, as we said, it was unfortunate since the last program we saw the passing of not only Rick Ocasek but also Eddie Money, but
The week prior, it was
Daniel Johnston,
an amazing
artist in his
kind
own
of a
right.
fringe, freaky
He
artist.
was on the fringe of the fringe.
Yeah.
He was out there, but very inspirational and incredibly creative and pioneering, ingenuitive, and
Propelled to fame when Kurt Cobain wore his
wore his
frog
T-shirt
T-shirt on
repeatedly.
MTV, right?
Yeah,
And,
repeatedly wearing that shirt. I don't think he took it off for a little while there. Big inspiration to a lot of artists, and
Did he die in that shirt?
it's hard to say. He might have done. He was
We
wearing
should
it
look
quite a
into
lot
it.
there toward the end. Yeah, we should find out what he was wearing. I'd like to thank everyone for making the show happen tonight. Thank you, Paul,
Oh, it's a great pleasure as always.
as always. And I'd like to play a little Daniel Johnston to see things out. Until next time, thanks everyone, and have a good night.
Take care.
Your picture is still on my wall, on my wall. The colors are bright, bright as ever. The red is strong, the blue is pure. Some things last a long time. Some things last a long time. Your picture is still on my wall, on my wall. I think about you often.
ถานีวิทยุกระจายเสียงแห่งประเทศไทยและเครือข่ายทั่วประเทศเสนอข่าวต้นชั่วโมงรู้เร็วรู้จริงเกาะติดทุกสถานการณ์
จากนี้ไปเชิญรับฟังสรุปเหตุการณ์และความเคลื่อนไหวที่น่าสนใจตลอดทั้งวันที่ผ่านมากับผมธรรมนุนมุ้งบังอีกสักครู่กลับมาติดตามรายละเอียดครับ
กองทุนพัฒนาบทบาทสตรีเปิดโอกาสให้สตรีเข้าถึงแหล่งเงินทุนหรือเงินกู้ยืมดอกเบี้ยต่ำเพื่อนำไปพัฒนาอาชีพสร้างงานสร้างรายได้
กองทุนพัฒนาบทบาทสตรียกระดับเสริมศักยภาพสตรีในทุกมิติและพัฒนาขยายศักยภาพบทบาทสตรีให้เข้มแข็งเพื่อสร้างสังคมสู่ความเสมอภาคอย่างสร้างสรรค์มีสันติสุข
เสมอภาคเป็นธรรมลดเหลื่อมล้ำคนไทยเท่าเทียม